head and start thinking, because our idea is to stay here.
Sure.
So learn new things. We don't know nothing about this world, finance, for one, K, that is nothing that we have in our country. Our retiring process, like save money. That is your only chance in our country.
Yep.
We don't do like mortgage. We don't have that kind of stuff. It's really, pay everything cash. So
Yeah.
we were like, all these things that were new to us.
Sure.
So in our country, we are debt free. We have our asset over there. So once we receive the information, the green card here, then we will set everything and buy here. So we were in that limbo situation.
Sure.
And also start thinking, okay, if this is our path, we need to know how we will take our kids to college, because
Yeah.
they're different in Argentina than here. This is a private. In Argentina, we have like public university that you can go. It's free. It's not free. It's free for the student, but you pay for your taxes.
Yep.
So all these things started popping up. So I took your 3 day challenge.
Uh-huh.
And that was the moment I said, we need to do this.
Yep.
We need to put our head together, put a budget, and plan a budget, whatever is coming. The 3 first months, I was like pumping, doing every day, like I'm still doing that. I block 1 hour in my work, usually my lunch hour, that I still doing, but I have another laptop that I listen to the records. I cannot do it live because of mom situation. But usually I listen 1 hour every day, even though QA or any, SME.
Incredible.
So I was really pumped. And the first 3 months, we have a lot of, we can say one expense, but it was killing me. Like, oh my goodness, I was like, pushing everything. So, okay, next month we will do this. And something happened, obviously, at the end of the month, that money was going to somewhere. Lawyers, usually was the lawyers. So then I say, okay, we will stop. We will do, when we have something, we will do it. Doesn't matter. And we start like that, like we have the last 3 months, we increased 45K from our
45,000 net worth in 3 months?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, because first I start to put my retirement money in the correct,
the correct accounts.
Investment.
Yep.
Investment. I did the same with my husband and say, no, this one, no, this one, this is the best, this is the fee. So we start doing that. So we triggered that, and that increased a lot.
That's incredible.
That was one. And then we start putting our, money for the cars, money for, planning vacation, money for emergency fund. We open another account. So we start really putting ourselves like, okay, we need to do this and we need to do that. So, and I love it is this in like pause on hold, because our concern is what happens if we don't receive the green card. We have two choices. Or we come back, or we will go to another country, or Europe, whatever. But it's like, once we have that, we sell, over there, we buy here or whatever. And then, we don't want to open a lot if something happened that we need to leave. So we are in that hole. Once we resolve that, like the next one, kids' college account. Then
love it.
Account for their whatever they want to do.
You went from zero financial education to coming to the States, learning how to invest for yourself and your children.
Yeah.
And increase your net worth $45,000 in 3 months. That's incredible. Those are massive wins that some of them don't have numbers on them, right? Like coming across to the States, like that's a win in itself. Being able to change your entire country, that's a lot of difference.
Like, in our situation, I have always that open with my job. And I usually tell my husband, it was a discussion, you are the MD,
Yep.
you're a surgeon, you work here.
Yep.
It's your decision because over there you cannot do it.
Sure.
So once you're ready, you let me know. And after COVID, he came in one day and said, I'm ready, let's go. And I remember I called my manager and say, remember that we had that call regarding relocation when that's happening.
That's awesome. That's so cool. So you said the 3-day challenge is what kind of provoked you to join. What about the 3-day challenge made it so eye-opening or easy to join with trust?
First, the 3 months review, that was like, oh my goodness, we never in red. We
Uh-huh.
never, we never have that situation. We were living always in the limit.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, it was like, oh my goodness, we can save a lot of money and we don't do it. For
Yep.
example, we have that behavior like, well, we live in Florida, so everything is hot, like
Yep.
you go outside, it's hot. So it's like, okay, what we can do when we can take the kids, usually the park is not good because it's hot, dehydration, all that. Let's go to Target. And every single visit to Target, it was like $100 and nothing,
That's what
you
usually
buy.
happens.
So it was the coffee, it was the crepe, it was, oh, look, this is a, sale. Oh, let's buy it. Like say, okay, that's it. No
Yeah.
more go to the supermarket, nothing.
Sure.
We started, listing. We go just 1 month to Costco and buy it
Yep.
for the month. So it's like that is our big groceries and that's it. Then we go to, buy something, vegetables, fruit or whatever, but that's it, like now all day Target going just to cool off or something like that. Nah, that's not happening anymore.
And it sounds like a big piece of your wins came from commitment to winning. Like you listen an hour every single day to our lessons, whether it be our weekly educational, whether it be a guest expert on Mondays, whether it be the actual roadmap itself, which is the 6-month
Yes.
roadmap. You committed, and then you got the result. Like that's what it usually comes down to. And I always talk to people about that. So that's amazing. What would you tell somebody out there that's nervous or unsure of like trying to get their finances in order? They've been like scrambling to get their finance sorted. They feel like they have no solutions out there. They have nobody to help. What would you tell that individual?
So you see a lot in Instagram when you start, the algorithm will give you a lot of things to watch and like always say like, oh, my net worth is like 5K in 3 days. Like, oh, how they do it.
Yeah.
It's not magic. Nothing is magic. It
Yes.
just, follow the path, do your work, learn, because something that we're coming and this is what, first of all, college never teach you how to use your money, how to,
Nope.
it's not in the school. I'm trying to teach that to my kid, even though that one is 6 and the other was 2. It's like, be responsible, you have to save all that. But we don't have this education in any of our stage, high
Yep.
school, college, university, even though postgrad. I have a postgrad, I have an MBA. The finance is like, their money, their budget or something like
Yep.
that. It's not home,
Yep.
like,
Yep.
so that is one thing you need to learn so you can understand.
I
That is
love
the
it.
first thing.
Yeah.
Uh, and then, no easy recipe, no magic. Follow the path, follow the process, and eventually, because you see, and I think it's because here you have a lot of opportunity to, you know, credit, um, credit card. That is something that I was so surprised.
Mm.
Every single day I have a pre-approval credit card in my
Welcome to America.
mailbox. I was like, and they start like, oh, we give you 500, 200, 500. Like that invite you to consume.
Yeah.
We are not that kind of, because we don't have that chance. We don't have that in our country. So for us, it was like, like this is danger if you don't control yourself.
Yeah, very quick. My daughter, who's 2 years old at the time, got a credit card offer. We're like, I think that was actually geared to the parent to take out credit in their child's name, but
It's crazy because they're like, if you don't have that control,
yeah,
self-control, you get to this situation that you know, like open one, another one,
yeah.
and you start with, I can't believe people here like, I have 15 credit cards. Like,
I
I don't use mine.
got
I go
one.
like, I have one and I never use it.
Yeah,
It's like, oh my goodness, this is so, you know, this cycle is so weird.
it's vicious and weird.
Um,
Weird's a great way to, that's a great word for it. It's so normalized in our society and it's so weird.
it's so weird for us because we usually, you know, we are not like that. In Argentina, it's really difficult if you don't have credit or something like that, or records, you know, they will not give you that.
Yep.
And here we were like, nobody, because we came 2 years ago. Boom, we have pretty like, wow. That is the first thing. And the other thing that maybe, and I think when we start normalize, like, you know, my first 3 months was not that awesome, or I didn't have that increase. But then in my 6 months, boom, I noticed the change. So
Yep. Yep.
sometimes, and I saw someone say, uh, maybe this is not a big win, or it's like, no, I feel the same. I have that same situation. The
Yep.
three 3 months, it was like, you know, I didn't see those like, oh,
Huge
20K,
wins in 3 months.
15K. Yeah, like, oh my goodness, I did that. It's like, yeah, did not change. You know, like nothing. And then in
And
the
then all of a
six,
sudden the 6 months comes and then the 1 year comes and the 5 year and 10 year and all of a sudden you're like, wow, that's actually getting bigger. It's
yeah,
that's the hardest part for so many people is they can't get over the fact it doesn't happen tomorrow. And they're like, well, I thought this was
no,
supposed to happen right
if
away.
you
It's like,
have these people that have these big issues
yeah,
that get in control and have, you know, more normal habit, and then they see this massive change because your life was out of control.
yes,
For people that we usually have self-control, our way to save it was have the money. You know, we never invest because we don't have that chance in Argentina.
sure.
So we were like, save, 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 and nothing.
Yeah.
So you were like, I'm doing the correct thing. I'm taking everything. I have the budget. I saving. Nothing changed. So in that 3 months balance, it was like a little discouraged.
Uh-huh.
But when other people start showing that, you know, like I have the same situation, then I say, okay, not just me. You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay,
Feels a little
it's
better.
great.
That's
Yeah.
that's power community here is phenomenal. What else can we help you with?